Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a full face of WESTMAN Atelier and I am pumped. Just overall, WESTMAN Atelier is probably one of my favorite brands. So I tend to be kind of biased towards her products, and I feel like even if it's not like, oh, worth the money, I still love the product and try to find ways to use it. So in this video, I will try to be as strict as I can with that and try to be very critical of the products and kind of give you a really good understanding of her products. So if you guys are interested, continue watching. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tania. I would love to have you here. Subscribe down below and let's get into the makeup. So WESTMAN Atelier is created by Gucci Westman, and she is a celebrity makeup artist. She has worked with a lot of famous people, and the brand is 100% clean. You can find this brand at Sephora, on the website, on her website, and I think there's other retailers that carry it. I actually saw it at Nordstrom, in our Nordstrom, which was very excited, and I think there's some Sephora's that carry it in store as well, which is absolutely amazing. So the brand overall, I think, is very selective in what products they bring out. There's not a lot of them, but what they have is really well thought out, very luxurious, and you pay the price for that. So she has their foundation, and this has a beautiful packaging. It has like a little pink cream undertone there, and they all have this magnetic, and this is just stunning. Like, you have so many details. You have WESTMAN Atelier written around here. You have this beautiful gold and silver, and this is very magnetic, which is very nice. It also feels very luxurious. So there's all these details in her products, but they are very expensive. I want to say the foundation is $68. I'm going to pull up the list because we're going to have to talk about the price. Yes, the foundation is $68. Then she has these bronzers, contours. I absolutely adore them. I have two colors here, truffle and biscuit. I use biscuit as my contour and then truffle as a bronzer. I'm going to talk more about them when I apply them, but then there's these blushes. I have two colors, Chouchette and Petal. She has a highlighter, and it's this one right here. This is in Petal, absolutely gorgeous, but she also has these bad boys right here, and these are my absolute favorite products that I own. These are called the Super Loaded Tinted Highlight. These are so heavy, very luxurious packaging. In the same packaging, she has a bronzer, and then we have a lip palette, which I've used not too long ago in a video. Also, we have a lip gloss from her. Beautiful packaging. You can kind of see the color through there. And then I have one of her stack for her eyes. I don't have her mascara or any of her brushes, but I have the rest. So let's talk a little bit about the foundation. This is obviously clean. It is a medium coverage, natural finish, and it says it's a clean, high performance cream foundation and concealer stick packed with nourishing ingredients for a radiant second skin natural finish. The problem I have with this is that it's $68 and you only get 0.31 ounces or 9 grams, which is very little for that price. So I got out a couple stick foundations. My Tom Ford, which is holy grail in my opinion, is 15 grams. So comparing this to, what did I say, 9 grams. Which is this one? The Huda Beauty is 12.5 grams. Okay, so Tom Ford wins so far. And then I have the Merit, which I think it's very expensive for how much you get, and this is 3.7 grams. You get so little in that one. So WESTMAN Atelier is not the most expensive stick concealer I own per gram. This one is. It's just for you guys to understand how much product you get. I got mine in shade 3, and overall it's a good shade. This is it right here. I am not tan at all, like at all. I was supposed to go today, but I got distracted. And then blending that in, you can kind of see it there. I would say that this is a medium coverage and it has that natural finish. So the way I apply it, you can just swipe it on. That's kind of what I do. Or you could definitely take a brush and take it on the brush and then apply it. I think the trick with this one is to not overuse. When you overuse, I think it can look heavy. So I am going to swipe this here. So I'm going to try to just use this much. And I'm going to take my Sonia G, this is the Jumbo Base. Actually, the Merit brush right here would work probably even better. Let me try it with the Sonia G first. So I'm going to push this in. And I have some issues with my skin right now. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think it's been freaking out. So I have little spots everywhere. They're not bad, but for me, this is unusual. So that definitely was really fast to blend in. I do feel the need to put a little bit more. So I'm going to take it here, 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 a little bit more here. Since I'm not going to use a concealer because they don't have a concealer, they say this you can use as concealer. I'm going to use my fingers this time. I think it keeps more of the product here. And I think this is meant to be used, you know, with one of the flat concealer brushes or foundation brushes. I was trying to find one, but I don't have it here. It's in my bag. But with fingers, I think it's really nice because you can really push it into the skin. And if you ever watch Westman Gucci work and do makeup, she really uses her fingers for everything. For her eyeshadows, for her blush, her lips. So, you know, she definitely designed this to work with your fingers. To conceal, I am going to take a small brush. This is the Rare Beauty one. And concentrate it under the eyes a little bit. She does not have any powder. So if we feel the need for a powder, we can definitely use one. And then I take a little bit and just pinpoint wherever I feel the need to have a little bit more coverage. So I put this all over and put it around my eyes as well. They definitely recommend using a couple different shades. A lighter one for under your eyes and then a different one for your skin. But that's quite expensive, and when I ordered it, I really wanted to just get to know the foundation. So this is how the skin is looking like. This is not my favorite foundation that I own, and it's not even close to being a favorite. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I would not recommend this one out of all the stick foundations I own. The way it works with my skin. Mine is more on the just normal to dry. And right now I have a little bit of dryness and peeling around my nose, and this definitely clings to that. Some people absolutely love it and it's their holy grail and it works even over dry patches, but I have not experienced that. When I have my skin looking really good in a great condition, I like wearing this because it's fast, it's easy, and it gives a really beautiful finish to the skin. But over this one and Merit, I would definitely go with Merit. I think the Merit has a little bit more moisture in it. This one almost dries a little bit and gets into my texture or dry patches. It's not bad, but it's noticeable. I'm gonna turn the lights down and zoom you in so you can see how the skin looks like. So right now, I don't think it looks bad. Over this area, it looks really pretty actually here as well. The forehead looks fine, but around my nose, I really don't like it. I feel like it sits on top of the pores. Also, there's some dryness around here, and that's definitely emphasized a little bit. Around my eyes, it's not bad. I wish I had a little bit more coverage, and I may end up putting just a little bit of concealer so I can make this look really pretty, because their products are really nice. But this is the finish. I don't think it's bad. I think it's pretty. I'm just thinking about the money, how much product you get, and are there other better options out there. For me, having a more of a natural to dry skin, I actually like this foundation in the summer. I think it looks really pretty. It's easy to put on. I can kind of just focus it where I need it, and I'm good to go. So I find a use for this foundation. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. I am going to add just a little bit of coverage with my Peau concealer. I kind of think that they would come out with a product like this if it was for a concealer. So for example, this one has a little bit more moisture in it, and it feels more nourishing and creamy on the skin than their foundation, and doesn't feel heavy at all. So I kind of wish their formula was just a little bit less thick. So when you swipe it, you'll see, if you try it on, that it looks kind of like there's a lot of product there. So I wish it was just a little bit more nourishing. They also don't have any brow products, so I'm just going to use my Gucci real quick and fill in my brows. Moving on to the contour stick. I have here Truffle and Biscuit, and they just came out with one more color. It is called Ganache, and it's this deep espresso color, which is really good, because I think one of the biggest issues with her was that she didn't have a great range, but she's definitely working at it. Them as a brand are always trying to come up with more colors. So this is Truffle right here, and I usually wear this one more as a bronzer, and then I will swatch the Biscuit, which is the one I use a lot, and I've used so much of it, I'm scared I'm gonna run out. But these are the two shades. These run for $48. I'm gonna double check that real quick. Yes, $48. And let's see how much grams you get here. You get 6 grams of product, which is not a lot, but I love it so much that I'm okay paying it. I spread those out a little bit, so there's definitely a big difference. Now, if you're any deeper than I am, I'm not sure Biscuit is gonna work for you great. It's really pretty as a contour, and that's the only way I use it, because it has that almost grayish undertone, gray with a little bit of purple. You can definitely use that as a beautiful contour. And when I say purple, I say a dot of purple. It's not this, like, you're not gonna have purple on your skin, but it has that undertone that it's beautiful for contouring. In makeup school, we actually used this gray purpley color because at the time there weren't a lot of contouring products, and that mixed in with more of a brown would make a really pretty contour. So I'm going to take the color Biscuit, and I will use this as a contour. I'll just slide. I can't find my words. Swipe it. That's the word I was looking for. Around. I really like this as a nose contour because it blends into nothing. and around my lips. I will also use it a little bit around my brow area and lift it up. By creating this line here, you contour your eyes as well, and you give them more of that elongated almondy shape. So I am taking a Sonia G Classic Base, and this is so fast and easy to contour. I'll show you. It blends in so fast. Look at that. That was so fast. Now I'm not putting much around here, contouring just a little bit here, but I will bronze up there as well. We have lots of bronzing stuff. I also have their bronzer that I'm going to use. So I'll also demonstrate the color Truffle just a little bit. Even around the nose. See how fast and easy that is to blend? I've seen a lot of reviews on this product, and many people say that it's too light, it blends away, it just doesn't do much. For me, this is absolute perfection when it comes to contour, because I don't want any harsh lines. I do not want to see the product. I just want it to kind of shape my face just a little bit without it being noticeable. So for me, this is like a perfect product. Again, if you're deeper than me, it's not gonna show up at all on you, but for me, maybe one shade deeper than me, it will work. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this Truffle, I will add a little bit of it just so you guys can see how it looks like, but I'm not gonna swipe it because it's a little deep for me. So I'm just gonna take the Classic Base, the same brush, and I'm just gonna bronze up a little bit. So see, when I bronze up, I don't just go where I contour right here. You bring it a little bit here, many times around the nose, kind of wherever the sun would naturally hit you. Now I'm using very little of that product because I have a powder bronzer that I want to use, but I did want to just demonstrate a little bit this color. For me, it's the formula, the accessibility, the colors, just everything make these products absolutely amazing and definitely a staple in my collection. So they do have a bronzer, a powder bronzer, and it's in this absolutely gorgeous packaging. You can see pretty much my setup. And this is the color. It has hearts imprinted in there. It's probably pretty much their signature look. Or signature packaging, and this is extremely heavy. Oh, I forgot to show you that it does have a mirror. However, her packaging is just beautiful but so annoying to open. I'll show you in a little bit. So you have quite a decent sized mirror, but because it's so sleek here, to open I have to like stick my finger in there, and I can't do it most of the time. Now my nails are a little pointier, so I can kind of get my nail in there, but I wish they would fix that. I would wish they would give me something there to be easier to open, because you already use your fingers, you know, for your face and for all these things, so your fingers may be even a little slippery, so it's even harder to open this up. But we'll swatch the color right here. So that is the color right there. I actually really like the color. There's two colors that come in this. This is the Coupe de Soleil, and then there's Soleil Riche. So the shade isn't the best, but they did come out with a new bronzer. For a long time, this is the only one they had, and that is very light. So this is supposed to be a medium coverage. It's a matte finish. However, I see a slight sheen here. It doesn't have any glitter or anything like that, but I do see just a slight sheen to it. So it says it's a clean, velvety matte bronzer that leaves skin looking healthy, natural, and authentically bronzed. I agree with that. I actually really like this bronzer. Wait, I forgot to talk about the price. This thing, this like weapon, is $75. Yes, you heard me right. Let's see how much product you get. You get 8 grams of product. So very little product, extremely expensive. It is nice. I've heard some people saying that they got a heart pain I haven't experienced that, and I've had it for months now. I am using my Refer number 22, and I'll show you how it looks. So I kind of got quite a bit of product there, but it's never too much. In this one, I'm using it a little bit of all over. So see, it has a sheen to it. It's not just a completely matte flat bronzer. It definitely has a velvety finish, and when you look at it, it has a slight sheen to it. But look how beautiful that looks. I think that is beautiful. It almost has that more of a burnt look on my skin, and I really enjoy it. Now, is this worth the money and would I recommend it? No. It is so expensive, and there's so many good clean bronzers at Sephora and other brands that you do not need to spend this kind of money on this bronzer. It's very hard to recommend this one because it's nothing out of this world. I love it, don't get me wrong. I'm very glad I have it, and I don't regret purchasing it, but it's just too expensive. However, if you're into luxurious packaging, which can this get any more luxurious? I don't think so. Into clean beauty, and you don't mind spending the money, I do really like this one. I think it's great. Okay, moving on to blushes, which is one of their best-selling products, I think so. I have them right here, and I have Chouchette and Petal. Petal, I would say, is the most popular shade. It's this like almost rosy color, has a little bit of a cooler undertone. It's really, really beautiful. And then we have here Chouchette, which I think I like Chouchette better because you'll see it's a little bit of more of that nude peachy pink color. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. But out of all my cool tone blushes, or that lean more cool tone, I like Petal the most out of all of them. And this formula, the ones I have, at least these two, are matte finish. But again, because they are cream, they definitely have just a slight sheen to it, but there's no actual shimmer in here. Now they do have another color. I think one of them has some shimmer in it. I don't own that one, but one day I will. So these definitely are more of a matte finish. And now I think these are such a good formula, and I think they're popular for a good reason because they're impeccable. No matter how you apply it, they blend in so nicely. They're not lifting foundation from underneath. The colors are beautiful. I think everything about these are just stunning. I want to see how much product you get. You get 6 grams, just like the contour, but I don't think you're going to use as much blush as like the contour stick. These, you can definitely use them on your lips, which I have done a lot. Actually, the color Petal on the lips is just stunning. You know what? I'm going to show you both. I'm going to do Chouchette on this side. So you can either swipe it and blend it in with your finger or with a brush, or you can just take your brush and pick up some of the product and apply it that way. Look how fast that was. I don't even have a mirror. I have my monitor. So yeah, like it's perfect. And you can keep adding and adding, and it never disturbs the makeup underneath. It blends in so easily, and yeah, so beautiful. So this is Chouchette, and I am going to apply Petal on this side, and then we'll mix them just to blend them out. Put that kind of close to my lips. So that is Petal, and then we have Chouchette. I think they're both stunning, both beautiful. This is definitely a bit more pinky. This is more of that peach color. Both absolutely stunning, and I think I like Chouchette better just because I like these tones, but I enjoy both of them. I'm going to mix them just a little bit so they match. Okay, we got lots of blush. Now moving on to my all-time favorite product is these highlighters, the super loaded tinted highlighter, and definitely the Peau de Beige is my favorite. So you've seen it before in my collection. I probably use it daily, and this is the color Peau de Beige. And I am afraid that I'm going to hit pan soon because I use it so much. And then they have another color. I think they have 3 in total, but this is the Peau de Rose. And then they have a bronzier one. So these are very expensive. Let me see. They are $75. Again, like this packaging. So you get very luxurious packaging, very heavy. You get a mirror in these. And I love that they changed the inside. So like that way when it's closed, you know that this is the rose. This is the Peau de Beige. Again, the closure sucks. I mean, the opening sucks because you kind of have to stick your finger in there. But I will swatch them for you. So I've heard a lot about these for years now. And I was wondering, what is the hype about? Paying so much money for pretty much a highlighter? I couldn't understand it. So here we have Peau de Beige and the rose. Now, this confused me even more. I'm like, that does not look like a highlighter. Like, how are we going to put that on? Like, it's going to look so dark. And I don't think these are supposed to be highlighters. These are just supposed to be beautiful, glowy, all-in-one products. Like it could be a blush, it could be a highlighter, a blush topper. So I spread that out a little bit so you can see it blended into my skin a little bit. But you would never use that much on your cheek. You just kind of blend it out like that, and it becomes this beautiful glow on your cheek. Now, I like them both. Definitely Peau de Beige is by far my favorite. I have a problem with the rose. There's glitter in it. Why? I don't understand. I think the whole beauty of this product is that it looks like your skin. There's no glitter in it. It's just a beautiful sheen to your skin, but it's not a highlighter. It's not a blush topper. It's just a magic that it's undetectable. And then they come and give us rose, which is a beautiful color, and they put glitter in it. I don't understand that. Now, I still like it. I still use it. The glitter isn't too intense, so I can pull it off. There's barely a sparkle here or there if I see one, but I was so upset. So my favorite way to apply this one is with the Sonia G Classic Base. I actually bought another one, so I can only use it with this. So I will first apply my favorite one, which is Peau de Beige. And I just get some product in there and I apply it here. Oh, look at that. I just feel like this suddenly made me look expensive, healthy, put together, elegant, just glowy. And it's not too much. It just has a beautiful finish to it. I'm just obsessed. Now let's take the rose, and you'll see that it's really beautiful. Mostly if you have fair skin, this will work. This, if you have a fairer skinner than I do, you can definitely use this as a blush topper. Is absolutely stunning. I kind of use it in between like a highlighter and a blush topper. So I'm going to do the rose here. I have no mirror. Okay, let's take one. And I'll apply it here. So definitely you see the rose finish from this to this. There's a difference. Wait, I'm applying the wrong one. So I'm going to take just a little bit more to intensify that so you can see it even more. I really love the color. I love the finish. I just don't like the glitters in it. Now, let me see if I see any glitters right now. So see, right now, I don't see any of the glitters. So it's like a hit or miss. Are you going to get glitter? Are you not? So I don't love that, but I would still repurchase it because I love I love the color so much. So this is Peau de Beige, and then the rose. Both of them are beautiful, but this Peau de Beige is absolutely my favorite product that I own. If I could only keep one makeup product, I think this would be it. All right, moving on to the highlighter. The highlighter comes into, well, their other highlighter, but it comes into the stick formula. Absolutely gorgeous packaging. I'll show you up close. You can see Westman Atelier there. I think out of all of them, because the black and the gold, this seems the most luxurious. So the color I have is Nectar, and I absolutely love it. It is wet. There's no glitter. Beautiful color. I think it's going to be hard to tell because I have so much on my cheeks, but that's okay. I'll swatch it here. So this is it right here. You're probably not going to be able to tell much. It's just more of a gloss that has very, very tiny color to it. I mean, tiny color. I know they have one that is more iridescent. I don't have that one, but one day I want to get that one. So the way you apply this, again, you can swipe it, you can pat it. I'm just going to pat it on this side. So I take my finger and I just add right here. Hopefully, I think you can see. See, it looks a little bit more wet. It's a little bit more noticeable than the other highlighter. The other one is a little softer, but again, there's no glitter. It just looks healthy and wet. I think I'm taking forever to talk about them because I love these products so much. Okay, are we glossy or wet? My cheek literally looks wet right now. I can see it in my little mirror here. So beautiful. So out of these two, what's the difference? I would say that the Peau de Beige, or like the potted highlighter, it's a little softer. It's not as glossy, but it gives a beautiful sheen that's more natural. This gives a wet looking skin. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that's kind of the difference in between them. The highlighter is $48 as well as all the stick ones. So moving on to eyes, they kind of did something different. There's these little trios that you can buy, but these are magnetic. So they kind of stack on top of each other. Also, you can buy individuals as well. I don't think all the colors, but there's a few colors that you can buy individual. So the trio that I have is, I don't know which one, the Rendezvous eye pods. This is the only one I've tried, and let me tell you, this took me a bit to like and to understand what it is. And to give it credit, these are also extremely expensive. These are $88 for 3, and then I think it's $32 for 1. So it's just so hard to spend that kind of money on this. However, I think these are good for a specific group of people that enjoy kind of easy, barely their makeup. And I think this is why I struggle so much with this, because it is barely their makeup. I'm struggling with the money aspect. $88. So let me just show you how these are. These are little pods, and then you unscrew and the color is in there. Also, you know, I think this is kind of genius, this whole trio. However, these are really deep in there. So if you have nails and you try to take your finger to pick it up, I just dropped it. It's kind of a pain. So this one right here is, I'm not even gonna try it, Bissol. Then the next one is Bonne Chance. Mind you, I have taken 12 years of French and I don't remember a thing. And then Frappé. So these are the colors that come in this trio. I will swatch them for you. A couple people said that you have to work it and kind of get that top layer off. That way you will reveal the color. And I agree with that. The first time I was like, what is this? So this is the color right there, the lightest one. And let's take this green one right here. So I'm literally rubbing my finger in there. That is the middle one, and then the last one is this deeper one. So it looks like that. So all of these have a sheen to them, but they're not shimmery. So this is why I'm saying this is very good for a certain group of people. It's not great for everybody. If you want that super shimmery, intense Pat McGrath, you are going to be so disappointed with this. However, if you enjoy barely their makeup but sophisticated, or if you have more mature eyes, these are absolutely gorgeous. Now, I don't think for me these are for me because I do like to play with color. I do like mattes in my crease. I do like more intense glitter. But when I do wear these, I think they're really pretty. I'm gonna take this off, but one last look. These also don't have the best reviews, and I know why, but this is a clean velvety cream powder vegan eyeshadow. Buildable formula made with 100% natural pigments for a weightless wash of luminous color, zero fallout. So I haven't tried the other ones, but many people say that this trio is one of the creamiest out of all of them, and it's not that creamy. So the way I've discovered that I like to apply this is with a Real Techniques brush. I don't know the number of this because it's rubbed off. So in my crease right now, I do have a little bit of that bronzer. So the way I have discovered that I like these is I start with this one. This is the darkest one, but it doesn't show up quite as intensely as you think. So I'm gonna move my mirror first, and then I will start at the end and building this shadow. Did you see how easy that was? It is a dark color and it is a cream, but it is so easy to blend, and it definitely becomes almost powdery. So that was extremely easy, and you can definitely build it up and bring it in more. It's just easy to work with. Even though it's such a deep color, I think it blends in really, really nice. So when I want an undone makeup, I like to reach for these. When I want that kind of barely there but messy look, I reach for these. I find that there's something elegant and expensive about wearing these shadows. So there's definitely good in them, but there's also quite a bit of bad things, which I'm going to get to them. This does not have to be perfect. Next, I'm taking the green shade, which I absolutely love this shade. And I'm going to take this reference number 32. I know they sell some brushes, and there's one that looks kind of similar to this one. So I thought this would be a good one. So I put this kind of all over the lid. I love this green shade. I like the undertone and the effect that it gives. So I definitely bring that in. And this is such a good brush to work with these. And now I'm going to take the lightest color right here, and I'm going to pick it up on a reference number 21, and I'm going to put this in this inner part and blend it into that green. This is definitely a smokier trio because you have that deep green, that dark purpley color, but this light one definitely calms it down. I'm going to take that light shade and put it in my inner corner right here, and on the lower lash line as well. And then I'm going to take that green one more time, and I really want to smoke it out under here. So I'm going to Just drag it down. And then with the same brush, I'm going to take the deeper one and smoke it out even more. Okay, so I know we're kind of looking a little crazy, but I'm going to put mascara on and I'm going to clean up if I feel the need to, but mascara will really bring this look together. So I'm going to do that real quick and I'll be right back. Finished my mascara, and they do have a mascara. I do not own it because it is, I think, $56 or something like that, and I can't do it. I'm not going to spend that much money on a mascara. But this is how it's looking like. So you can kind of see that this is not supposed to be super intense eye colors. It's more of a wash of color. These, if anything, I would think that are great as a one and done shadow. They're very light. Just overall, everything about them is kind of sophisticated, light. You don't get punchy colors, you don't get super pigment, but it creates this elegant look. This kind of makeup reminds me a little bit of the Chanel quads. I only have one, but it reminds me of that one. It's the Mediterranean one, I think. It kind of reminds me of that one where like you get this look that has a green in it, but it's not super green. It's sophisticated, and overall, I always enjoy how it looks. However, there's many negatives. The color payoff, it's not that great, so you have to build up the products. And the way you apply these is so important. I thought, oh, the fingers best, but I actually had really struggled using my fingers to build these colors up. So a synthetic brush like this that can really get in there and you can get the product on and apply it does much better. And that's when I see a good pigment. Another negative is that I think you're going to go through these quite quickly because you have to pick up quite a bit of color to, get the pigment. Another huge negative is that they crease. These do not stay in place. They crease. Now, I don't mind that as much. I literally just go like that, blend it in, and all is well. You kind of have to figure out if that bothers you. Again, for $88, you'd expect these not to crease, but what I like about these is that the formula is so unique. It's something interesting, and it's something that works for some people. It probably works so well. I can see how people that are very, very minimal with their makeup, people that want a more lived-in eye look, would love these. I know Michelle Wang absolutely loves them, and I see her loving it. But I don't think these are for a vast majority of people that are used to regular powders or like regular cream products. So do I like them? Yes, but I had to learn to like them and kind of understand what they are in order to really enjoy them. I'm not exaggerating. This video will be an hour long. All right, moving on to the lips, and that is the last category. I have here 2 of her lip products. So this I have reviewed like a few weeks ago. This is their lip palette in Le Nudes, and I didn't give it a great review, but not a terrible one. So this is how it looks like. It has that beautiful packaging. However, this is more expensive than the other products. This is $85. $85. I can't believe I paid that much for it. So these are more of a satin finish lip balms. They have a tint in them, and you're supposed to kind of use your finger or a brush and just put it on. This nude one, it's like, it makes you look dead if you wear this alone. However, it is stunning in the middle of the other ones, or like aim to combine. Then you have this pink one right here that, again, unless you're super fair, it's not going to look great. Let me try to swatch these here. There's not much of a swatch because they're not very pigmented, but I can try. So these are the swatches. And I think the most usable ones are the top 2, and the other ones kind of combine them. The way I've used them is I definitely put a lip liner on. So I'm going to do that real quick. So I added just a little bit of lip liner. And the way I've been using this, I've been combining these two. So I kind of put my finger in there and pick both of them. And then I touch it up like this. So you get this pretty color. And it's more of a satin finish. So as you can see, it's a wash of color. It's nothing intense. I can add a little bit of this to just bring a little bit more color. And I definitely recommend using your fingers. I think it does so much better than a lip brush. I tried to use a lip brush and it just didn't pick up enough product. And then I can add in the center a little bit of this brown. And that just kind of gives you a little bit more dimension. Takes that rosiness out. So that's kind of the finish that you would get from this one and a few colors. I like the idea of combining them and all that, but it's not worth the money, absolutely not. And I just say skip it. I heard other people saying that there's another formula in her limited edition one. I was interested in that, but then I saw the price again and I'm like, no. But she has this lip gloss and I love this one so much. This is in the color Nunu and this one is, let's see how much it is, $38, and that is a whole lot for a lip gloss, but it really is one that I love. It has an applicator. This feels nice and heavy, and that is the color right there. Let me add a little bit more. This is extremely glossy, and it brings life to your lips. I really love this. I actually have it in my bag all the time because it's one of those few lip glosses that I enjoy wearing. I love the way it looks and just everything about it. So let me add a little bit in the center. I've never tried it over that lip palette. I usually try it with a lip liner and that's about it, or a nude lip and then put this one on top. But I just love the finish of this. Overall, I think it's such a good product. Very, very expensive, but at least this one I use a lot and I really enjoy it. All right, guys, so those are all the WESTMAN Atelier products that I own. So I'm gonna rank them for you. Absolutely number one is this one, Peau de Beige. Gorgeous, stunning. I cannot open it. It almost fell. Annoys me so bad, but absolutely number one product, and I think it's worth the money. Number two, I think it has to go to the blushes. The formula is unique. It's matte but creamy, but it doesn't separate. It lasts long. Beautiful colors, beautiful packaging. I would say that's number two. Number three is kind of these two. They're together. The contour stick, just beautiful, and the highlighter. I think I use the contour stick more than the blush even. But if I were to recommend, I think the blush is something unique in a way and just good. I think everybody would love it. The contour stick, I think it is just gorgeous. I use it almost every day, but I think I would put it both of these right at 3 because I like them both. Number 4 would have to be the lip balm. I think it is so good, so beautiful. It gives such a beautiful glow. Number 5, I would give it to the bronzer. I think it's beautiful. I enjoy having it, but I don't think I would repurchase it because it's so expensive. Number 6 would go to the foundation. like I said before, it's not a favorite, it's not a dud, it's just okay. And for that price, I really expect more. And last place is definitely this lip kit. I think it's just unnecessary and extremely expensive. I think this is the most expensive out of any of the other product. Crazy. Wait, no, I forgot the shadows. I was like, I know I'm missing something. I would put this one before the foundation. I think I like these more than the foundation, and I reach for them more than the foundation. I don't know what number that is, but I would put this before the foundation, then the foundation, then the lip product. Wow, this took me over 2 hours to record. I kid you not. So that is my full face of WESTMAN Atelier and the products that they have, and just my thoughts on them. I would love to hear your thoughts. Comment down below. Tell me if you've tried WESTMAN Atelier. Are you interested in it? And what are your favorite products? Thank you again for being here. Like this video if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.